for the boys.
Woo! Oh, I fucked.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Just a quick update on the car. It is almost ready to start. Went and worked on the wiring a little bit last night. And there's just a few more connectors that we didn't have that we gotta grab today. So hopefully we'll be firing it up tonight. We ran into an issue with the stupid brakes. 2 lines are bleeding, 2 lines aren't. So we're bringing a vacuum bleeder tonight when we go over to Brian's house, and I'm gonna try and bench bleed the master cylinder and use the vacuum thingy on the lines and see if that does the trick this time. But right now I'm just picking up AD and we're gonna go see Dylan. Dylan's back home and whatnot, so sounds like he's doing good, so we're gonna go see him for ourselves.
What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
What's up, guys?
What's happening?
Just chilling. Give me a hug, man.
Be
gentle, I'm fucked
I'm
up.
sorry.
You good? What's up,
You're
Chris?
gentle, what's up?
How you guys doing today?
Pretty good. How you been?
Chilling better?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, oh man, everything hurts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That sucks,
But-
dude.
I'm here.
Yeah.
So,
That's good, man.
yeah.
That sucks, man.
It's whatever, man. You can replace the car.
Yeah.
People, the battery's gonna die. What do you want to say to everybody?
I'm healing. Thanks for the support and the love. Means a lot. Alright, so guys, I apologize for that short clip of Dylan. I grabbed a fresh battery before I left my house, or so I thought it was fresh, but when I started filming, it was flashing red. So at least you guys get to see him. He's really super stoked on all you guys. Right now, it's going on 6 o'clock right now. I'm about to make my way over to Brian's house. We're gonna hopefully be able to finish up the car. And then I also swung by an exhaust shop and picked up a flange and a gasket, so hopefully this is the right size flange. And then I got some fuel lines in, replacement line for my return line, because JB had sent me the wrong line on accident, which was a completely honest mistake. That is very bright, since he didn't have a DA to measure it with. So I'm gonna swap that over quick, since it'll be nice and easy right now because there's no fuel in the system or in the lines because I haven't primed it yet. Wow, that is holy moly. So yeah, I'm not really gonna film too much when we get there unless we can get it started, because I don't want to get my hopes up and waste your guys' time. So yeah, we're just putting on a couple connectors, alternator, fan switch, and like 1 or 2 others, and then plugging in the computer and putting a base map on it. My computer is not done yet, so Brian's gracious enough to let me borrow, or Carter is gracious enough to let me borrow his Honda out of his K20a2 Integra to just let me run a map on it for a few days until my ECU is done. So enough babbling, let's get over there. Hopefully this next clip we're getting ready to fire it up. Alright, so we've been bleeding the brakes for an ever. AD helped me get through the very aggravating process of removing the master cylinder and getting these brake lines put back on and trying to bench bleed it. So we vacuum bled it twice around, and I think we're doing it one more time. I can't tell if there's a smudge on my lens or I'm blind from the LEDs, but so right now I've just started putting the fenders back on. I got them both on minus the bottom bolts because I can't open the door all the way right now, so I'm gonna put the headlights in quick, put the front bumper on, and the wiring should be done here very shortly so we can plug it all up. Front end is on the car, wheels are back on the car, just gotta torque them down, and AD is feeding through some harness right now. So we're just about ready to start this up, but while they're doing that, I'm gonna weld on this flange quick to my little piece of pipe that I need to make to my header to then weld to the rest of the exhaust pipe. So weld this quick, and then hopefully a few more minutes later we should be able to try and fire this up. So alright, flange is all welded up. It may not be the prettiest because I just didn't mess with the settings enough, but it will definitely hold. So I'm not going to be welding this on tonight. I'll take it to work and I'll do it on a lunch or something, but that'll be after the car is done. Alright, it's finally time.
Oh my gosh.
Anxiety like crazy. Other way. Anxiety like crazy.
Yes.
All
Hands
right.
up.
All right. We got power.
Happening. You guys ready?
Right.
Wait, hold on. Instagram too.
Everything's flashing.
All right. First startup. Let's go.
The battery's kind of weak.
Yeah, it's been sitting.
Yeah. Cool.
ChrisSadowski.
Teaching our young lad AD over here how to weld. Yeah, we're getting ready to shut the gate, so you can just park it right here. What's going on?
Come again?
You can just leave it right here.
Right here's fine?
Yeah. What's going on?
Ruben.
Chris.
What do you think about this battle?
Chris. What's up?
What do you think about this guy?
I don't know anybody. I just know a few people, so I'll introduce myself first. I'm Daniel.
Nice to meet you, man.
Daniel, nice to meet you.
You too.
I know he's running a YouTube channel and Christian put us on a group chat, you know?
Yeah,
A whole
yeah.
bunch of YouTubers, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, man, just got back in town yesterday, you know?
yeah.
20 hours straight. This is Gilbert, that's his brother. The mount, you know, K20a2, the bottom mount, bottom bracket supposed to be at the bottom hole,
Yeah.
but it will not line up. See, so when I put it to the top hole, it will not line up to my training mount. Import Auto Pros.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you probably know David, right?
Yeah, I know David.
So actually, he's gonna be the one tuning the car when I go to California. But you came to the car, I'm like, man, this guy looks familiar. I just didn't want to say it to sound like a weirdo. But so you're still doing dyno, still doing tuning and stuff?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Mostly machine work.
that's cool. And we're like, what do you do right now? You work for Hasbro or just?
No, my shop's right next door.
Nice, nice. And then we got these two nice guys right here. Runs
going
guy
on?
Chris and I forget everybody's names, you know?
Got Vasile Garage up in Hasport with us right now, so we're kind of giving him the tour, checking out his car and whatnot, because he was having some minor issues that he wanted to get checked out. So shout out to Vasile Garage. If you don't follow him, go follow him on Instagram and give his YouTube a watch. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out here. And then tomorrow morning, which will be Saturday morning, we will be finishing my car. Sorry for the lack of updates and the lack of filming on it, but I have been very busy. We've been crunching it, doing so much wiring until 11, 12 at night, and then getting up at 6 in the morning to drive to work. So yeah, I will. I'm gonna let them do their thing because he's filming. So maybe get a few more clips in here, and then I will see you guys in the morning. All right, there we go. You can say goodbye to everybody else.
Yo, thanks again. Just say goodbye or what?
Yeah, just say hi or bye or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, you recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This lens is tripping. It's got the wide angle, you know?
Yeah.
Does your phone take good pictures too, right? Your
Yeah.
camera. Sweet. Hey guys, again. See you guys later. Check you guys at the iBot meet. Hope you guys make it. Make sure you come check out Monica. And again, thanks a lot. Shout out to Chris. Good boy up in here, you know?
It's
What's
good.
up, man?
All right, we'll see you later.
Monica.
Fuck, that sounds good.
Alright, so I forgot my camera at home because we worked today and we're messing with the car right now. We got the exhaust put up, got the shift linkage hole re-drilled so that way it's all good. We've been trying to mess with this tune on the ECU forever, probably like an hour and a half so far, and Brian's been getting irritated with it, so I'll let him tell you what it was.
I can't tell you how many times I've had people call me and tell me their stuff doesn't work, and almost always my answer is, did you disable immobilizer? Somehow, because I was using a K20a2 program that did have the immobilizer disabled, every time I switched to the K20 program I wanted to run, I forgot to disable immobilizer. So there we go.
So let's try
it is now disabled. Key off, please. We'll wait 5 seconds and do it again. Turn on. Fire it up. Ready to take it for a test drive?
Ready for a test drive.
All right.
It's alive! Alright, first drive, spin it around the block, and then since it's already almost 11 at night, I'm going to take off after this, but just see how this first one goes. Holy clutch. Alright, so I left my camera at home. I set it on my table by my keys before I left, and I grabbed my keys, but I didn't grab the car. So today I just got to swap out a coolant hose. We got to swap 2 wires on mine, and my car is good to be taken home. And today is Emiliano's day. It's his K-swap time, so he's doing the Accord JDM TSX engine over there. Not Accord, the JDM TSX engine over there. So, into his EM1. So I got to run to O'Reilly's really quick. I get to drive the Type R for the first time. So, they're going to get started on this right away. Because they got a lot of work to do. Because he doesn't exactly have a few things deleted in here. He's got everything.
Past the lip?
He's an OEM boy.
I'm trying to think of.
So,
I'm just gonna grab it with the corner.
let's make our way to O'Reilly's really quick so I can get this hose and get this taken care of so I can take it home. Alright guys, here we go. So this can just, I don't know, key goes in the pocket, I forget. Alright. O'Reilly's and I picked up this hose. It's like a L shape with the extra bend, but I'll make it work. So I'm gonna just head back to the house, try and get this put back on, and we'll make it work. Again guys, I apologize for parking push brake and push. Okay, so I do apologize right now for the close-up shot and filming on the phone. I just forgot my camera at the house, like I said. So I'm sorry. Tuner view going on right now. So give it a quick second gear pull, just because I'm only like a quarter mile from the house, but. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got the radiator hose situation figured out. Just had to do some trimming, and I still got to make a full intake because this little mini piece isn't going to be working out too much or too well. So eventually I'll figure something out, but this is at least better than just having an open throttle body like some of you guys run.
Damn, fucking poop.
Talking poop.
Sounds like science, mad scientist sound effects.
Alright, so I just finished wiring up my starter switch because I replaced the relay on here, that starter relay, and it's still acting up. So that pretty much points directly to my ignition switch being bad, but instead of trying to do that today, I just went back to my push start thingy. So I got that sorted out. And then I had a fuel leak right here in the center of the rail, but just put a new O-ring on that, and that seems to be holding. And these guys are still working on this, so just getting the axles out and then getting pretty close to getting the engine out of here. So they're making good time. Ooh, I love the axle grease. That's nice.
Rolls are for bakeries, digs only.
Last garden.
All right, it's looking really good though. And then when we had Chris just show up, there he is out there. But now we're just gonna swap over some wires quick, so that way my tack and my coolant temp gauge will work. So I just picked up a spark plug socket, so I'm gonna be putting some fresh NGK iridiums in here. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then still working on these couple wires, and we're gonna be good to go. Cannot freaking wait.
Muffler onto the wagon? Sometime.
The muffler under your wagon.
Yeah.
See.
Thank you, my friend.
So freshies going in the hole.
We can put it right there.
That's how you change a spark plug. Is it even a day at the Hashport house without Little Caesars?
I would like never put sunglasses on when I was teaching. Yeah, I would never put sunglasses on teaching.
Alright, so I know this video so far has been very all over the place, and I do apologize for that. Like I said yesterday, which was Saturday, I had forgotten my camera at home, and so I didn't really have much to film on my phone. I filmed some, like you just obviously saw, but I didn't have a lot to film, so trying to kind of get you caught up on where we are with the car right now. I have it home because I didn't have another way home last night. The brakes still cannot get two of them to bleed properly, so I'm running on like 60% brakes. And other than that, my radiator fans just aren't, or my radiator fan isn't kicking in when it's supposed to. So I think my fan switch may be bad, which is the reason why I ran it to a toggle switch on my B-Series engine, because I just never replaced the sensor, and then I just got lazy at that point. So I may have to replace the sensor today, or maybe a wire is just wired wrong or something. But that's pretty much what's been the holdup on this car, is the brakes and just how long it takes to do all the wiring, since we're not just buying a plug-and-play harness. We're doing all wiring ourselves and repinning everything and doing it the right way. And it's just very time-consuming. So today would be 6 days since I've uploaded, so by the time this goes up, it'll be 7, presumably. So I apologize for the lack of upload, but I mean, other than that, it's driving. It drives good. It's kind of weird getting into 5th gear and 6th gear. Kind of scary or kind of hard to find 5th. Kind of scary going to 6th because I'm not 100% sure yet if reverse lockout's working, and I don't want to try and smash it in there to find out. But 5th gear is just so close to 3rd on these K20s, or on the K series, I'm assuming in general. So I understand now why people over rev these things, but I'm gonna get over to Brian's. We already started a Emiliano swap, obviously, and I just gotta finish buttoning this thing up. I gotta put the interior the rest of the way back together, and hopefully get this fan switch figured out, and then get my ECU registered, and it'll be good. We're gonna have a good day. So again, with the randomness of this video, I apologize, but we'll get some driving around shots. I don't have a speedometer right now as well, mind you, because we're working on a kink that has to do with a mix of the ECU and speed sensor, but let's get over there. So I just got Dunkin', but I just realized I don't have my cup holder because my glove box isn't there, and I can't put this anywhere, so I'm kind of hopefully I don't have a messy ride. But I'm gonna head over to Brian's right now. Obviously I'm on my way there, but hopefully I don't get stuck at a stoplight too long, so that way I don't get hot. But other than that, we're doing good so far. Alright, so my car made it over here just fine, no issues. Got lucky at the lights, didn't catch them for more than a few seconds at a time. So here's Emiliano's Precious without the engine, and it looks Looks much too barren. I don't think a K swap belongs in a fresh EM1 like this though. You're gonna make a lot of people butthurt on the interwebs.
Oh yeah.
But it's looking good so far.
Looks good with the
Oh, it looks really good with the subframe in here.
EG DC subframe.
Yeah, it does. And see if you guys can figure out anything out of the ordinary here. It's custom, but it works. So I'm gonna actually probably do a live stream here quick. So if you guys are watching the live stream, then I hope you guys enjoy this video too when you get to see it. And then shortly thereafter, I'm going to be, or in the mix of it, I'm gonna try and get my center console and glove box and stuff back in because I kind of need my cup holder back because driving on the way over here with Duncan in my hand was not easy with no power steering, no power brakes, no anything. So yeah, I'll get that done. We'll get Emiliano's car done. Hopefully the engine and everything will be in today, and then so that way we can just focus on the wiring after that. And hopefully I can get my fans kicking in. All right, so the interior is all put back together minus the seat. So looks really good in there. Got the cooling fan issue figured out. Turns out I've had a blown fuse for the last 2 years and I just overlooked it. So the fan should be working appropriately. And Emiliano's motor is being test fit right now. They're just mocking it all up so they can get the AC lines and everything done. But what happened to your block or to your tranny or whatever?
The transmission bolts, or where the stud would go, were stripped out from previous owner. And we're gonna fix it. So it's okay.
Yeah.
There's, thank God, whoever created
Thread serves?
yeah, because it just saved our life. We haven't fixed it yet, but
We're going to.
we're going to.
Okay, so.
Alright, so we're trying to register my ECU right quick. I gotta get the car off the ground so we can bleed the brakes again because we got the vacuum pump right over there. And then this thing should be good. Hoping, really hoping the brakes don't give me any more issues. So what have you been doing?
And flashing your new ECU. Now we're gonna see if it works.
Alright, turn the key. Ready?
Yep. It's
A mobilizer.
I disabled it. Here, let me try something else.
So I've got the vacuum bleeder hooked up, but it just really doesn't, it's not doing really anything, so I don't know. AD thinks he found a little bit better of a tune with one for the header and the exhaust and the intake, so. You want to be a tuner now? Be like James?
If someone would teach me, I'd be down to learn.
It'd be sick.
Yeah.
Alright, so we actually, so far, we seem to have bled the brakes. We're about to take it for a test drive quick. But before we take it out, I just put the wheels back on. Gonna patch up a little pinhole in the exhaust. And then AD's loading a new base map onto the computer right now as we speak, and we're setting up the tune review. And then we will take this thing out. They are making good progress. How's it going so far?
Good. We just got the brackets mocked up where we want it. Same thing with the radiator. So now we're just gonna finish putting the last line to see if everything's gonna line up for the AC kit. So far we've been making a lot of custom, not customization, but like tweaks here and there to the lines that they provide us just to get around the stuff that we're gonna be leaving on.
Yeah.
So, but it's good.
Looking good so far up here.
Yeah, it's taking quite some time. So that's good.
Looks good. The AD to
Sunday,
tuner.
29th? It's the 29th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saving this load.
Alright, so me and AD are gonna go spin the car around the block really quick and do some data logging and see if we got this fixed. What exactly are you looking for anyway?
Right now I'm just looking to make sure everything's working. We still have the fucking
Code?
the O2, like it just keeps saying 14.7, which is not right. Well, that should be it, but it's just not working right. Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, cause I saw the tach going, I was like, oh, it's not showing the speed. I didn't know that the
So we're having one heck of a time with this learning curve, trying to figure out how to work K-tuner. They're doing really good on his swap, but I'm throwing a code for the, what is it, the O2 sensor essentially. So I'm running really rich right now and wasting a lot of fuel, which isn't a huge issue at the moment, but so we have a couple different, we already went through every wire, repinned it twice, repinned it for the Accord O2 sensor, which is what I have. So we're gonna have to swap O2s. Roy has a few of them at his house that he picked from the junkyard, so he's gonna go get those in a minute. But right now we are messing with the tune a little bit. It was cutting out at 6,000 because we forgot to check the box for the 04 or 0506 RSX trans, which multiplies the VSS by 4,000. So it was reading at like 1. So it was just a bunch of learning curves, bunch of gibberish that I don't understand, but we're learning as we go. And so far the engine's running really well. It's idling really perfect. Cooling fans are working. It's going smoothly. We got brakes now, although not as good as I'd like because I realize now how much of a brake upgrade I need with calipers, rotors, and pads. But it's doing good so far. Now we just gotta figure out our learning curve here, but we're almost there. Alright, so you guys can tell based off the sounds on those exhaust tones that this thing rips. Took it up to 8 grand, first through third, and AD was just like, wow. Wow. So Roy just brought over some O2 sensors, some upstream, which is basically the wideband one, which is what I need. And mine was pretty much obliterated. Whatever is inside of it was like rattling around, even though I just bought it and just put it in. So I don't know, maybe it was on his last lane because it was a junkyard one. So we're gonna try this one and hopefully this code goes away and I get better gas mileage. My gas tank did go up actually a little bit more now that it's settled. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully this fixes it, because if this fixes it, then this car is good to go. Then I can finally vacuum this turd out and wash it and take it home and then see you guys in Fontana. Yeah.
Not stressing anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'm still be stressing about to drive to California. But
okay, we'll all be rolling together.
yeah, so.
And I'm bringing a lot of tools.
Yeah, I'll bring my tool bag too. Alright, it has been a long week and a long day especially, so car is finally good to go home. So that's just what we're gonna do. Except for the only thing I still have to do now. Oh, it's gonna be annoying. Got my box of stuff back there, it's gonna rattle all the way home. I just gotta make better ground cables, thicker ground cables, so it'll be easier to crank. But I'm gonna end this video here. I don't know how long it is, and I'm sorry for the randomness and the mixed footage and blah blah blah, but if you guys enjoyed the video, you like the startup, you like how the exhaust sounds, how it sounds in VTEC, and if you're just stoked on the swap, please give it a like. If you're interested in whatever else you want to see, just leave it in the comments below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Obviously you do a lot of this stuff with the Integras and the Hondas, do a lot of skateboarding as much as I can, just a lot of my lifestyle, so stick around. Other than that, yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys for the next one. Do what you love, forget about the rest. Keep killing it. Peace out.